name is Laura. I'm the recreational therapist here.
Hey Laura, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So what's your name?
I'm Susan Keel.
Okay. Is it okay if I call you Susan?
Sure thing.
Okay. And tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I'm 35 years old and I have 2 kids. One's 3 and one's 5. I have lived here in New York City for my whole life. My family's here. It's kind of where I've been forever. I'm in and out of jobs. I haven't really held a consistent one. I really like to ride horses.
I love to ride horses too. So what brings you in here today?
I've been drinking a lot recently. My husband left me a little while ago and refuses to see me, which means I can't see my kids either, so that's kind of my main motivation while I'm here. I want to get them back in my life, but I can't seem to quit drinking.
Well, I think that's a really good goal to reach for. I think that's really great. And have you made any steps towards maybe trying to stop drinking?
You know, I've been a drinker for a long time. I've been in and out of the AA rooms and I've gone to rehab a couple of times. I just don't know what works. You would think that my kids would be enough, but I just if it's in front of me, if I'm around it, if I think about it, I just go and do it.
Mm-hmm. And how long would you say that you've been in and out of AA or doing those programs?
Well, I guess the first time I went was when I was in high school, and I sort of started drinking with a big bang, and my parents knew that I had problems and tried to help me to send me to rehab when I was in high school, but it really just kind of made me a smarter drinker, I guess, and I had a few years of sobriety here and there, but it really didn't become as big of a problem as it is today until I kind of hit my 30s and was trying to hold a real job and was done with college and stuff, and it was time for me to be responsible, and I'd had kids, and now it's really affected my life in a way that I am realizing that it is affecting my life. So it's been about 10 to 15 years that I've sort of been aware that I don't drink like other people, and have been trying to stop, not consistently.
Okay. Do you know what really started the drinking process? Was it for, fun? Was it social? Was there stress during high school? Do you know what got you into it?
I've thought about that question a lot, and I really don't know what it was. I know when I was in high school, it was kind of what everybody was doing, and I was always kind of a curious personality, and I guess I'm a glutton in everything that I do. I love to eat and eat a lot and drink a lot and go have a lot of fun, and I'm sort of an extreme person in that way, so I understand how maybe my personality would have made me such a heavy drinker. But really here in the last few years, I don't know what it's about. It's not social anymore, it's not fun anymore, it's not just a good time. It's just really kind of a depressing, bad thing that eats away at my life and makes me not be able to do any of my responsibilities.
Okay. And on average, how much would you say that you drink per day?
Depends on the day. Most of the time I would go through, I guess, like a fifth of whiskey a day, and that's just during the day. And at night I drink a lot of wine. Then in the mornings, if I have a terrible headache, I'll start out with a couple of beers or another glass of wine and just kind of try to kill my headache.
Okay. So you've had trouble in and out of jobs. What kind of jobs were you holding during those in and out periods?
Well, I was trying to be a therapeutic horseback riding instructor, but I could not always get to work on time, and I was never clear-headed to work with the kids. So I had a couple of different jobs doing that, but they never lasted very long. I've waited tables, nothing serious. I went to school, I was a business major and wanted to work in the finance world, but that required a lot more motivation and responsibility than I ever did before. So really I've held jobs that are kind of odds and end jobs, and that might be part of my problems. I've never really cared about the work that I did, and it wasn't a big deal to me if I lost the job. Minus the therapeutic horseback riding.
Yeah, I was going to say that one seems really close to your heart, and that seems like maybe that's something that we could work towards. Do you think that beyond spending time with your children, do you think maybe maintaining a job would be another goal that you want to work towards?
Sure, absolutely. I think that anything to keep my husband to see me again and let me be with the kids again would be a positive thing. And one of his main concerns is my inability to hold a job. I think that would be a great goal for us to work towards.
Okay. And how long would you say was the longest time that you did hold a job?
It would probably be 2 years. But that was back when I was in my 20s and things weren't so bad. Now I'm here for a month or two there and a month or two somewhere else.
And what was the job that you had been doing for 2 years?
I had been working at a barn in my hometown, teaching kids how to ride. It's kind of where I first gotten into the therapeutic horseback riding thing. My first job wasn't a therapeutic horseback riding barn, but it was where I'd learned to teach kids how to ride, and had it for a long time, and I really enjoyed it, and it exposed me to therapeutic horseback riding through that job.
Mm-hmm. So what is it that you really love about therapeutic horseback riding?
I just think it's amazing the connectivity that somebody can share with an animal, regardless of who you are and who the horse is. It's just think that it's empowering for anybody, somebody who doesn't like animals or thinks that they're nervous or scared or uncomfortable can sit on a horse's back and really relate and feel the animal underneath them and realize that there is a connection and you can have a relationship with something that's not like you.
Okay. Beyond horseback riding, is there any other activities that you enjoy doing?
Drinking. That's about it.
That's about it. Okay. And how would you feel if maybe we use therapeutic horseback riding, maybe to help with your sobriety?
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. I haven't really done a lot of riding lately since I've been not doing so well, and horses take some consistency, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you have a lot of control over your life at this point?
Absolutely not. Not at all. I'm never sure what I'm going to do day to day, and I'm not really planned out and organized. Kind of hit it one day at a time, really, which is part of the reason I think I don't see my kids. I'm not on top of things enough to have them in my life.
Okay, and how much responsibility do you think you have?
I try to be responsible for myself. Obviously, that's not 100% good at that, but not a lot. It's really me and up to me to take care of me and nobody else. And since I'm barely doing that, I sort of understand why my husband doesn't want me to see my kids. But in my life, they're like little me's running around, and I really want to be a part of their life.
Well, I think it's really commendable that you really want to improve yourself, not only for you, but for your kids, and to have that stable, relationship with them. I think that's awesome and great, and I think that can be a goal, and I think also maybe trying to get back into becoming a therapeutic instructor would also be good. And I think that using therapeutic horseback riding for you would be great because it would give you a sense of responsibility and control, and there's a lot that goes into taking care of horses. And I'm sure that sticking away from drinking related activities will definitely help you maintain your sobriety, and helping others in general will put something like that in the back of your mind. So I think that is really great. Do you have any kind of questions for me?
No, not today, but I feel better since I've gotten to talk to you already.
Okay, well, I'm glad. So it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Do you want me to just close this door?
Yeah, you can do that. Well, let's make sure that we do it right.
Okay.